Hello, my name is Brennan Sims. I'm in speech 1315, and this is my persuasive speech on physician-assisted suicide and whether or not it should be legal in the United States. There is not a cell in my body that wants to die. I want to live. I wish there was a cure for my disease, but there is not. My glioblastoma is going to kill me, and there is nothing I can do to stop it. I've discussed with many experts that I would die from it, and it's a terrible way to die. Being able to choose to go with dignity is less terrifying. This is a quote from Brittany Maynard, who is a 29-year-old, on the website Compassion and Choices, and she died from glioblastoma, which is a terminal illness, and she had to move all the way from California to Oregon just to be able to die with dignity. Physician-assisted suicide is not an act taken lightly, which is why it has yet to be legalized despite the need for it in all 50 states. My junior year of high school, I did a lengthy essay over this, and I was very passionate about the death with dignity laws in the 5 states that they're legal in, because I think it's great for terminally ill people to choose when they want to die. Today we're going to talk about the main issue of PAS, how we can fix it, and how it will affect our future with terminally ill patients. Let's start with the main issue. The main problem is that it's not legal in all 50 states. The government doesn't talk about it enough, as much as they talk about patients that aren't getting vaccinated these days, or cancer patients that are getting their treatments. PAS is basically unknown of or unheard of unless it's in Oregon, Washington, California, Colorado, and Vermont, as well as the District of Columbia. Those are the only 6 areas that PAS is legal and patients can die with dignity. Doctors feel like it's their fault when a patient decides to die with dignity, because PAS is when a doctor gives a patient a lethal dose of medicine to where they can basically just overdose and kill themselves and die in peace, rather than their disease killing them. This was marked in a 2017 article written by Mark Pattinson in the American Magazine. So how do we fix this problem? We need to talk about it more. As I said before, the most popular things to talk about are vaccinations, cancer treatments, and kids that are dying, or even animals that are dying. And no one cares that terminally ill patients are suffering when it's their time to go. I started this study 2 years ago in 2017, and I've yet to hear anyone else be familiar with it besides myself and a few other people on some websites. So currently in 45 states, your only 2 options are to go home until you die, or to stay in a hospital bed and be injected with morphine until you pass away staring at the 4 walls that you're surrounded in. PAS should be as normalized as vaccines or cancer treatment, and everyone should know that it's an option that is available to them if they're on their deathbed. So why do doctors fear it, and how will it affect our future? Ethics is the #1 reason that doctors are scared of PAS. So ethics is basically a rule book written for doctors and nurses saying what is right from wrong, that it's right to help people live as long as they can and for them to be healthy, but it's wrong for them to want to help kill the patient. A document written by several doctors in 2017 states that others argue that both physician-assisted suicide and euthanasia are ethically legitimate and rare and exceptional cases. Another reason that doctors might be scared of this is because of morals. Morals are basically our own feelings as a human, such as maybe you don't like that animals are being tested on for makeup, or maybe you don't like that animals are being killed in shelters. But what doctors fear is that they're killing off their own patients instead of possibly helping them live a better life, even though they're going to die in the future. So how does this affect the terminally ill patient in the years to come? Death is inevitable. Terminal illness could hit anyone at any age. No one will ever have the option to die with dignity if it's not talked about more and it's not legalized in all 50 states. So to conclude this, we've talked about our 3 main points. What is the issue? How do we fix it? And what will go wrong if we don't fix it in the future? So I'll leave you with this last question. If you were terminally ill and your options were to die painless and peaceful, or to be unpredictable and suffrage, what would be your choice? Thank you for listening.